Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Cloud2020 Insights. Slightly different this week. As you can see, I'm not Wendy. I'm Katie, the Marketing Executive at Cloud2020. And Wendy's on leave, so we thought that we would step in and do something while she was away. So we're going to be focusing on leadership and Ian and getting us through this whole pandemic and just basically learning a little bit about how Ian's approach to everything. Yeah, Ian, do you want to take it away? How did you feel that you led an SMB throughout the pandemic?
Well, thank you, Kate. That's what an introduction, what a starter. Yeah, I'm delighted to be on a call with you, Katie. Yeah, well, obviously we were not unique. You know, everyone was in this situation. And I think that was one of the things that people had to come to terms with. We were all in exactly the same situation. And I thought it was fascinating after a few weeks how people finally got into that and all realised as a globe we were in the same situation. But what did it mean really? I remember clearly phoning the office. I was out of the office and I phoned up. I said, "How is everybody?" And the person answered said, "Well, actually, in fact, we're all quite worried." And I said, "Well, why are you worried?" And the answer was, "Well, your wife's just come back from India and we've got this thing, this virusy thing going on." And I went, "Well, hang on a minute, you think you've got problems? I live with her. You know, this I'm the one that should be more worried than you guys." But look, hey, if that's your issue, clear your desk, pick up whatever kit you need and go home. And so we closed down a long time before anybody else did, but well, the majority did anyway. And we've been closed down since. Now, I suppose in a way we're lucky because we, as a business, we do digital transformation. It's what we do for a living. So it was not a problem for us. We just literally picked up our laptops, went home. The issue was maintaining a team. That was the issue. And as you know, Katie, every morning, 9 o'clock, we get on a call.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's when you think about the number of people on that call, even for 15 minutes, it takes a day out of a day's work out of the system. But it's absolutely crucial. And I've tried to think of other ways that we can gel as a team, and it's difficult. You know, we used to have beer o'clock on a Friday, but some people actually would rather just have a chill on a Friday or what have you. But it kind of works in some ways. Could we just talk about anything other than the job?
Bees.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think the fascinating thing is that you and I are on this call,
and
we've never been in the same room.
Yeah.
Because you joined us during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And we've been so delighted that you did. But isn't it bizarre? We've never actually physically been in the same room. So, I mean, I'll turn this whole around to you. What did it feel like for you, Casey? Because this is fascinating, isn't it? What's it like for you in this? Okay.
Well, it's interesting hearing your transition from when it all started, because obviously I wasn't here, and I came into kind of having the structure being as it was, so there wasn't any change really for me, apart from the fact I was starting a new job, and I was seeing you every morning and the team, and it's funny because I do feel that we have built relationships and close working relationships that are, you know, working really well, and we know about each other's lives, even though we have not actually had those chats in the kitchen whilst making a drink or anything like that. So we've definitely managed it. I suppose it's just being very available by the laptop, taking a call whenever. But yeah, we're coming up to the South Coast Summit, which I'm really excited for, because I'm going to meet you and Wendy, and hopefully some of the partners that we've been working with as well. So excited to see you there if you're going to be there. But yeah, so I think it's just interesting hearing, because for me, it's just not felt that there has been any change within the organisation, because it's always just been that way. If anything, it will be weird if we go back in to the office. And then that's a whole nother transition, because it'll be a very different way of working. So yeah, I think the touch points are really good. Yeah, and onboarding was quite easy actually with Teams, and we could share the screen and and it was actually fine. So yeah, I mean, I think with the tools that we've got with Dynamics, and the platforms that we use for HR marketing, especially I use marketing platform a lot, it is just really helpful and seamless, and you can go and have a look at the work that I'm doing, and I don't need to be in the same, I don't need to show you my laptop because you can see everything. So it's really, really good.
Yeah. I think the Teams thing was critical. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we live in Teams, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know how you do it without.
We can drop in and drop out of
Yeah.
conversations, pull people in, share stuff. It's if we didn't have Teams, I'm not sure it would have worked in quite the same way. I really don't. But I mean, my hat off to you, Katie, because you came into an organisation, you didn't know any of us, and you've blossomed and you've done fabulously well for us. And I think that's a lot down to your approach. So we're lucky that everyone in our team has coped with this in their own way, and some slightly differently, but everyone's coped with being able to communicate and get the job done. So that's really good. I think what's interesting is that from a customer facing perspective, when we engage with a new customer before or a prospect, the first thing I'll do is either jump in my car or check out the train timetable to work out how to get there. And of course, we didn't do that. Now, that I'm not sure we'll be going back to that, in particularly in quite the same way. So I think we will. You know, there's a project coming up soon, and we've been asked, will you come in and go face to face? And the answer is, well, yes. One of my colleagues probably won't, because not yet had 3 weeks beyond the second jab and got a brand spanking new baby, so there's a risk there. But yes, we will go in and we'll kick the project off, but we'll actually run the project at least 90% remotely.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't we? We save time, money, effort, which we can put into the actual project. And I think there's a lot of myths being blown out of the water now. And that's fascinating. I know from my wife's position, because her travel before lockdown was crazy. You know, she lost the year before last, I think it was, she went to Australia 3 times, India 5 times, and so on. And it's just crazy. She's been nowhere for 18 months, nowhere. And she's still run a global business.
Yeah, wow.
That's big. There's things that do go missing though, and I think certainly from my discussions with fellow chartered directors, we have, over the period of the months, we've looked at how the whole tapestry has changed, and certainly we all felt something was missing. We didn't necessarily know what it was, but we knew it was missing, and we all worked hard in different ways, and we shared ideas about how to put whatever it was missing, we didn't know, into the pot. And it's, I think there will be a need to share time and space together, but not in the same way. Not in the same way. Well, can't for you. You can't commute. You live near 250 miles away. By the time you get here, every time you go home again.
Yeah, maybe we can find a middle point.
We can work around that one, Katie. We can indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. But I think what has been fascinating, has been lovely, is working with our customers who are on the digital transformation journey, and with, as you say, with the platforms that we use on a day-by-day basis. So we use this stuff, and sharing that with them, it has really transformed the way they do business and also operate as a team. So I think I find that fascinating and exciting, and I bet you. Well, I could talk about this all day, Katie, and perhaps that's not a good idea.
Yeah, we'll wrap this up. I think we've covered everything that we wanted to. So if anybody has got any questions or wants to hear any more about a specific aspect or more about Ian as a leader, just drop a comment below and we'll put this up and get back to you soon.
Brilliant. Well, Katie, thanks a lot, everybody.
Bye.